Hey everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. And welcome to the 48th episode of my thrift store haul series. Today's video is actually going to be pretty short, I think, compared to some of these other entries in this series because there's only 5 items to get through today. I actually have another stack of items from the thrift store over there to share with you guys, but since that was all VHS tapes, I figured I would just do all of those in a separate video, and then everything else is in today's haul. So there is 1 book, 1 DVD, and then 3 Blu-rays, one of which is even sealed. So a couple things in here that I just wouldn't have expected to find at the thrift store. So some really cool things. So let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right into thrift store haul number 48. Normally in a video like this, I would start with the book, but honestly, I think the book is probably the coolest thing in today's video because it's just something I never would have expected to find at the thrift store. So I will end with that and we'll get started with the DVD that I found, Dead Poets Society. First off, I couldn't believe I didn't have this in my collection already. I love this movie. I actually found the novelization to this at Barnes & Noble, just like a brand new book on the shelves. Like, man, what, 2-3 years ago now? I have that in the collection, so of course I needed to actually own the movie, but I love this one. It is about this, I believe it's an all-boys school. It's been a number of years since I've seen it, but I believe they're at an all-boys school, and Robin Williams is playing their teacher, and it's just like the relationship that they form with the teacher and how he helps them progress in their lives. And so it's a beautiful story. I absolutely recommend it if you haven't seen it. This one and Swing Kids will always be in my head together because my choir teacher is the one who showed me this in the first place. He loved both those movies. So I think every year I was in choir, I watched both of these films. So definitely recommend them. But Dead Poets Society is excellent. So first up in today's video, and the only DVD, is Dead Poets Society. Now let's move over to the Blu-rays. And this first one here, this is probably just a dumb, generic, probably bad action movie, but it stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who I love, so I had to pick it up. This is Snitch. And I remember this movie coming out on Blu-ray when I worked at Family Video. We had a ton of copies of it, and I remember it rented out pretty well, but I don't remember a lot of word of mouth around it, which typically tells me that it's just going to be one of those forgettable action films. But yeah, it says he explodes into action as a man determined to bring a Mexican cartel to its knees. So yeah, I have no idea, but it's The Rock, so it'll go in my Rock collection. Actually, this one I put in a new case because it was in one of those old like Blockbuster cases where it was a DVD size, so I was happy to put this in the correct case. But yeah, that said, 50 cents for, or no, I'm sorry, $1 now, I guess. These DVDs are $1, but they were selling it at the DVD price, so I got a really good deal on it for $1, so had to add it to the collection. So the first Blu-ray today with Dwayne Johnson is Snitch. This next one is another movie that I really like. I don't know why this one always spoke to me over the years, but whenever it was on TV, I just couldn't turn it off. And I own the DVD, but I did upgrade here for a good price. Fried Green Tomatoes. I think this is just a really good movie. It is so well done. Kathy Bates stars in this, and she's awesome in her role. It's just another one of those, it's a beautiful story being told here, and I think it's just done so well. So highly recommend this if you haven't seen it. I think this only has room for the Blu-ray, but I'll probably just swap this over to a 2-case or a 2-disc set because I'm going to put my DVD in with it as well. It's not going to be worth anything, so I might as well just hold on to it to have it with this one. So yeah, happy I was able to upgrade this one. Great film if you haven't seen it. Fried Green Tomatoes. The last of the Blu-rays today was actually sealed, which I don't often find sealed Blu-rays at my local thrift store, but for $1, or no, I guess this would have been $2 since it was a Blu-ray and obviously so a Blu-ray, but yeah, for $2, Boys in the Hood is now in the collection. So this has an excellent cast with it, as you can see. Ice Cube, Cuba Gooding Jr., Lawrence Fishburne is in this. They call him Larry Fishburne on here. But yeah, just a great movie. So, or a great cast rather. A movie I've not yet to see. So looking forward to checking this one out. This one and Menace to Society are always like kind of similar in my head, and I don't think I've seen either of them, or if I have, it's only been parts of both. So definitely want to check this one out, and then maybe from there I can move on to Menace to Society, which actually is available through the Criterion Collection. So yeah, happy to have this one in brand new and sealed, still with all the stickers all over it, which is really cool. So Boys in the Hood is the last Blu-ray I found today. And then last but not least is the book that I found. And again, I never would have expected to find something like this at the thrift store, but I'm happy I did. This is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling, of course, but this is the illustrated edition of it, which I don't have any others in this franchise yet for the illustrated edition, but these are gorgeous. Obviously, they're big, hardcover, oversized, and they have some beautiful artwork in it. I've been wanting to pick these up for a while. When I was at Ollie's not too long ago, I saw that they had, it might have been the first 3 books, but even at Ollie's, they weren't cheap, so I didn't end up grabbing them, but I really wish I kind of did, because I would love to have all of this series that's available so far in illustrated, which I imagine the whole series is. I'm not 100% right now. I don't know if they've all been released yet, but it's just beautiful artwork in here. So yeah, love that. And I love this franchise. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I've seen all the movies multiple times. My wife has seen all the movies, of course, and read all the books. I think I've read the first 2 books, if I'm not mistaken, maybe even 3, but they're actually doing new releases of the audiobooks, and they're full cast starting in, I want to say, is it October or November? I can't remember, but it's on Audible. And full cast recordings with excellent cast. Obviously not the same actors that did the original movies, but should be awesome for what it is. So I'm very happy to have this in my collection. I think it looks beautiful. And it was a little bit pricier than anything else I've talked about in this video. I think I spent about $15 on this, if I'm not mistaken, which I think this has a cover price somewhere, okay, $40 cover price. So maybe not the best deal when it comes to a thrift store, but still for the price, I was happy to pay that. So Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is now in the collection in the illustrated version, and I would love to continue on this in this series. And this is definitely the way I plan to read this to my kids as they get a little bit older and get interested in the series. So happy to have this one in this collection now. All right, so there we go. Like I said, a pretty small one today, only 5 in total, but a couple of those I just wouldn't have expected to see. So very happy to add that to my collection for really good prices. Next time in my thrift store haul series, I expect it to be a stack of VHS tapes. So look for that in the coming weeks here. But outside of that, I don't have anything else from the thrift store right now. I need to get back there. It's really hard to find things that are interesting anymore because so many people are collecting VHS tapes, especially anything that's worth any value. So it's hard to get lucky there. And then when it comes to like DVDs, I'm trying to really slow down on DVDs if there is, a better format available. So it's tricky to find things at the thrift store anymore, but I always check them out when I can. So hopefully this series, well, I don't even want to say hopefully, this series will absolutely be continuing. It just might be a while in between entries, as it frankly has been for quite a bit now. But anyway, guys, I'm rambling now, so I will leave it there. Thank you so much for checking out this episode of my thrift store haul series. I really do appreciate that. Leave any and all thoughts down in the comments below. And before I let you guys go, I'll just encourage you all to consume some media today. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you all next time.